We prejudge. We stereotype. We discriminate. We dehumanize others. And they dehumanize us. We make each other strangers. We don't want to know about them. They don't want to know about us. We don't ask. They don't tell. Although God designed the world with astonishing diversity, we want God's world to be our world. We want the world to be in one color, our color. We want it to have one fragrance, our fragrance. Should we try to reduce this beautiful garden of God's design to only one color and only one fragrance? Recognize our differences as the source of the richness and beauty of the world. It is time to talk with each other. It is time to work with each other. It is time to affirm common values. It is time to learn from each other. It is time to call each other neighbors, not strangers. It is time to heal the broken hearts and minds that suffer from our prejudices and stereotypes.
like to begin tonight by briefly telling you a little bit about why this event is held every year. The Institute of Interfaith Dialogue is a civic organization whose primary goal is to help bring together communities in order to promote friendship, fellowship, cooperation, partnership, and community service through dialogue and conversation. The Institute is dedicated to encouraging the study of the world's spiritual traditions from the vantage point of mutual understanding, respect, and appreciation. The host committee, the planning committee, and the volunteers of the Institute have worked really hard to make tonight special, enjoyable, and unique just for you. So for now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite Pastor David Roschke from the Salem Lutheran Church for our opening prayer tonight.
Will you pray with me? God of goodness and love, we thank you for this day of grace. We thank you for your providence, which provides us with blessings beyond measure. We thank you for your steadfast love and mercy. We thank you for your presence with us now. We thank you for this country, which allows us to gather in freedom. We thank you for organizations like the Institute of Interfaith Dialogue, which has its mission, helping people to cooperate, understand, and learn from and respect one another. We thank you for this evening, particularly for the blessing of food and the gathering of old and new friends, and for all who have made this possible.
Well, for the first time this year, the Institute of Interfaith Dialogue organized a middle school and high school art contest with the theme of peace and friendship. More than 200 middle school and high school students participated in the contest this year, and the drawings that you saw tonight will be displayed on the screen while dinner is served, additional drawings. So we want you to please enjoy your meals this evening while watching these beautiful and original pieces of art by our young artists. We'd like to recognize the chair of our host committee for tonight's event, Dr. Robert Ivany, the president of the University of St. Thomas. We'd also like to recognize the members of the host committee, and there are so many fabulous people on the host committee that we'd be here all night if we clapped for every single one of them. So please hold your applause until the end, but we'd like to recognize them. Dr. Alma Allen, State Representative. Dr. James Bankston, Senior Minister, St. Paul's United Methodist Church. Mr. Robert Bennett, founding partner with the Bennett Law Firm. Dr. Anthony Chase, Director of Western Gas Partners, LP. Dr. Jay Cummings, Dean of the College of Education, Texas Southern University. Mr. Ashok Dhingra, President of India House. Imam Eugene Farouk, retired chaplain, TDCJ and Mercy Community. Mr. Charles Foster, founding partner of Foster Kwan LLP. Rabbi Samuel Karff, Associate Director of the John P. McGovern MD Center of Health, Humanities, and Human Spirit. Reverend Donald Nesty, Director of Center for Faith and Culture, University of St. Thomas. My table friend tonight, Mr. Akil Aktem, Consul General of the Republic of Turkey. Reverend David Roschke, Senior Pastor, Salem Lutheran Church. And Rabbi Roy Walter, Senior Rabbi of Congregation Emmanuel. Now let's give them all a big round of applause for our host committee.